Dude. Hey, Kevin. How long have you been standing there? Why won't this thing mute? Mute!
You marked out.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you guys to the ECGA Raw Review. I'm Kevin. This is my marked out buddy, Eric.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's okay, buddy.
Actually, I'm not.
I know you're not.
I'm really
sad. Let's get right into it.
Cheers to you.
Hey, cheers to you, buddy.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you guys. They threw a lot of stuff into this.
Yeah, we got a lot to get to. We got
a lot to get to. You opened up with John Cena.
We have a very attitudinal Raw review this week.
How many times did they
6.
say that?
I have it written down. 6.
Ridiculous.
Not even a word.
Commentary's horrible this week.
They need to replace them with us.
I agree with that 100%.
I don't want to write anymore. I just want to do the commentary.
Okay, this may be our last video, so we may see.
We'll see you guys ringside.
Sounds good.
So,
anyway, let's get to John Cena's promo and his.
Let's hold that till the last. We can compare Rock and Cena.
Okay, we'll go at the end with that.
So first match.
Promo heavy Raw this week. 5 total matches.
I think total wrestling time. Was maybe 25 minutes. Maybe 25 minutes.
Pop quiz. How many matches were interrupted by a commercial this week?
5 out of 5.
That would be all 5 out of 5.
I know the answer.
Very good.
I get a cookie.
First match, you had Sheamus going against Dolph Ziggler.
I like cookies.
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
There we go.
Okay. Ziggler's special.
He really is.
He makes everybody look good. Which, Sheamus is not a slouch in the ring, don't get me wrong.
No.
But he sells stuff so well.
That broke kick he took right there, wow.
Yeah.
You had Sheamus coming out over that, which that's expected.
But, I'm looking for big things from Ziggler this year.
I am too.
Maybe a possible face turn. I don't know. If not, I think he'll be one of those bad guys that people just start cheering for.
He did have a lot of cheers this week.
I think they got to get him away from Vicky.
She's got to go from him.
Go ahead and
if she moves to someone else, she needs that.
Maybe more involved with Swagger.
Yeah.
Let her do him, and then maybe one of the divas or a tag match or something. I'm fine with her being a manager because she's annoying, which is what a heel manager is supposed to be.
He's good, and he's too good without.
I don't think he needs her.
No, I agree with that 100%.
So, moving right along.
Next match, you had the U.S. champ, Santino Marella, who was supposed to be tagging with Oksana. It was going against David Otunga and a partner, but John Laurinaitis saw to nix that and have a handicap match.
Yeah. Basically a squash.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a way to introduce Otunga as the captain of Laurinaitis' team, which a couple months ago, I was like, the only reason this guy has a contract is because who's he's married to.
Yeah, just publicity right there. But
I saw some potential with him tonight.
Tell you, he could be a great heel. He really could.
That pose at the top of the Instagram.
Oh, that's great.
It's good.
That's real. That's good stuff right there.
It's over the top heel stuff. And the commercial they did with him, that was funny.
All you Twitter account holders,
if you have a Twitter account, you have a lawyer.
That's
great. That was funny.
And it also introduced Mark Henry as one of the members of Team Laurinaitis. So
then you had
the return.
Yeah. Of Funkasaurus. He got funky.
He did.
With Jinder the Jobber Mahal.
No squash.
Yeah.
Back to same old stuff.
It was fun. Well, it was fun though.
It was good to see him.
He looked like he had a little mean streak in him this week too.
I tell you,
better facial expressions as far as that goes.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was good.
Good to see him back.
The crowd enjoyed it. Was over in the arena. You could tell.
Oh yeah.
So that's good.
Then after that, you actually had Shawn Michaels coming out and calling out the Undertaker.
Yeah. The promo started a little slow, kind of like all of Undertaker's promos have here lately, and that's evident with him getting wadded by, I guess, 3 crowds in a row now.
What?
That he's been into.
What?
I was talking to one of my good friends, hey Katie, how you doing?
What?
About this same situation, and it's like she said, I told her, you wrestle one time a year, and you're going to be rusty on the mic when you come back, and she's like, yeah, but so what is the Undertaker? And she was right. It is the Undertaker. You have to show that respect. Yeah,
Undertaker has that legacy there, but at the same time, when you're only here once a year, it's going to be rusty. But
keep it going. But anyway, they had some back and forth. With him and Shawn. See how annoying that is?
It's horrible, ain't it?
Wow, you really just threw me off. That's what these guys have to do.
That's what they've done to the Undertaker sometimes.
No, they put it together. The last 30 seconds of their promo back and forth is better than the first 5 minutes.
It really was.
And it did what it needed to do to get the point across that Shawn Michaels may screw Undertaker
I like how they twisted that though. It's like Michaels was saying, you know what? Maybe I didn't get it done one-on-one, but I could still be the guy
who essentially ends the streak.
You know, by counting the 1, 2, 3. So I kind of like how they spun that a little bit.
Yep.
But actually, they did have a guest on the Raw this week, James Roy Day. He was a guest ring announcer from the TV show site.
Is it Roy Day or Roe Day?
Roy Day, Roe Day.
Roe Day.
Roe Day.
Hashtag pronunciation. I'm right.
He's right.
Again, shocker.
Anyway, hey, he's a funny guy.
He's a funny dude.
He really is.
What was he announcing The Miz? The most must see,
evenly tanned, masculine, manscaped,
masculinely manscaped something. I don't know. I was just cracking up.
When he got the manscaped, I lost it.
It was over. I mean, it was funny.
Yeah, but he was
CM Punk's exactly 218 pounds, give or take.
You know.
It was funny.
It was The Miz actually going against CM
Punk. Go oil
Punk.
up, bro.
Yeah, he told The Miz, go oil up.
Go oil up.
But anyway, the stipulation was Miz was complaining he doesn't have a spot in WrestleMania. He wants to be on Team Laurinaitis. Laurinaitis said, all right, win and you're in. And he lost.
We were talking about Ziggler maybe turning face. I could also see that sometime down the road in 2012 for The Miz. I don't think both of them will do it.
No, it'll be one or the other.
People are like, you know, I've told some people that they're like, you're an idiot. But the thing is, Miz is not a big guy. A lot of your better heels are bigger guys. Unless you're Jericho, then you're just great at everything. He's not a big guy. He's got a catchphrase already that could catch on like wildfire.
Yeah.
He's got a decent set of moves to build on. They just kind of got to book him the right way.
Yeah.
If that face, but they're going to have to do something with him because he is floundering.
It's amazing that he was one of the main event last year, and now he's nothing.
Well, I mean, he's not even booked on Mania yet. I actually read that he may be getting involved in the Cena Rock match, which
that
would
could be the worst thing
ever
for that match. That match needs to have no interference, one-on-one, clear-cut winner.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get anything out of that. But actually, after CM Punk got the win, you had Chris Jericho coming on the Titan drop.
Yeah, stuff got pretty personal,
wow.
And it's something that the feud needed. We talked about that.
Yep.
The year-long build-ups for Cena Rock, year-long build-up really for Taker Triple H.
Yeah.
The short feud for the World Heavyweight, I'm fine with that because it was a prize for winning the Rumble.
It's supposed to be like that.
I'd said before that I felt like it wasn't personal enough between Jericho and Punk. Well, they certainly took it there this week.
They got there this week,
and it's what the feud needed.
Yeah.
The next 2 weeks of Raw are going to be insanely intense. I got a feeling.
Punk actually looked hurt almost afterwards, and it was just great for the storyline. Right?
Yeah, they both did a good job. You know, and you had Jericho proving again that he is the best in the world at what he does, and what he does is generate heat.
And he really
he
did.
Does it better than anybody else on the planet.
Yeah.
But he's good. They took a situation that had some truth to it, and they ran with it.
Yeah.
And credit for Punk for letting them do it.
Yeah.
And then selling it as well. But it's going to get serious here the next couple of weeks, and it's going to be good for the feud.
I think so too. It was a good push of what it needed.
Yep.
But then actually the last match you had was actually Randy Orton versus Jack Swagger.
Swagger getting the jobber interest.
Yeah, he was already in the ring.
Him and his 5-year-old boy haircut.
I mean, that haircut is horrible.
It's awful. His other hair was better,
and that's
really hard to believe.
Yeah, that's hard to believe right there. But anyway, you had Orton coming out victory on that one, and then Kane's pyro hit on the ring post, and you supposedly didn't know where Kane was at.
Yep. Orton sold it well.
Yeah.
I'm not disinterested in that match at Mania.
No, it's something.
It's gonna be different.
Something different.
I didn't expect it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either, but
I think it'll just be a brawl. I mean, you're not going to see any hit tosses or
Kane, that's for sure.
I mean, the guy can barely take an RKO, but it'll be a fun brawl.
It will. Yeah, it's just something different in there. Then at the very end, actually the last 20 minutes, you had the Rock concert.
Yeah. It was they gave him like 20 minutes. Cena had 2. He generated a lot of laughs, a lot of cheers because all he does is play to the crowd. And it's still fun. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, for me, it's kind of getting old, and it does. I'm telling you, if The Rock is back long enough, it loses its luster. Mm-hmm. It's happened before in the past, but I don't know. I mean, it was fun. It was effective, and it was what The Rock does.
Yeah, he plays to the crowd. He gets the crowd right behind him. He's the people's champion for a reason.
Now, with that being said, we held off on the rap concert review. so we could kind of compare them. Cena went off.
Cena did. He had a good promo.
Cena went off. It was crazy.
And we've said the past 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, that thing was sick. It wasn't a good promo. It was sick.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty nasty. Past 2 weeks, we've said John Cena has got the Rock.
2-0 so far.
Yeah.
What do you think now? Is it 2-1? Is it 3-0? Or what are you going to call it?
I'm saying it's 2-1. I'm thinking the Rock come back on him this week.
Really?
I really think so.
You don't think it had anything to do with the time or the fact that he played to the crowd or anything, or got cheap laughs by talking about Cena's mom?
I mean, I mean, that was pretty
He went
funny.
8th grade on him.
He really did. But, I mean...
Plus, he called him out for kissing Eve and
He's
him
done
having
the
a wife.
same thing with
Lest we
Trish
forget, you
Stratus.
kissed Trish when you were married. So,
Hey, to each his own, tomato, whatever. I'm going to go
Which
with
one would
the
you
Rock.
rather kiss?
Trish Stratus.
Okay. I'll take Eve by default.
Hate it for you.
Wow, I'm such a loser.
But no, I'm going to say The Rock this week. I think the crowd, he does what he always does. He has the crowd right here. And
Yeah.
I know my Mark buddy here is probably going to
I'm not a mark. I'm just really enjoying. Okay, I marked out when it came out.
Okay.
When his Thuganomics music hit and he came out in his old ring attire, I did mark out on that. But at the same time, I love what they're doing with the character. I'm just hoping it carries past me.
Yeah, I would love to see that too. That he just doesn't lose that edge that he's got, and it just becomes stagnant again after WrestleMania.
So you're going to go 2-1.
I'm gonna go 2-1.
I'll go 3-0.
All right.
What are you going to give this week's Raw?
I'd say a good 6.5.
I'm
And
gonna go
a few more matches.
Yeah.
and it would have been great.
They crammed a lot of stuff in.
Man, there was a
Folks,
lot of
we
stuff.
didn't even get to the backstage segments.
No, it was just-
no time.
No.
I'm gonna go 7
Yeah.
because I'm marked out so big for Cena. And then the Rock concert was fun. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Then the Putt and Jericho that stuff just went next level.
Oh, it really did. And it's something each of those that they needed. you
Yeah.
know.
So I'm gonna go with a 7.
I'm-
The only thing that's gonna make it better is better matches or longer matches. But
Yeah.
again, with so much, and it's the same way with Mania season every year.
It's
You cram in a
expected
lot of
right
stuff.
now.
Yeah.
You got to get it all in, but
It was good.
It really was.
It was good.
So hopefully next week.
Until next week, and
Yeah.
they're not gonna slack off for the next 2 Raw.
No, it's just gonna keep building it from there till WrestleMania.
So guys, that's our Raw review for what is today, the 12th?
Yeah, today's 12.
All right. Well, yesterday. Today's the 13th.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Monday, was the 12th. March the 12th, 2012 Raw. It was good.
Yeah,
Enjoyable.
follow us on Twitter if you hadn't done so already. You can follow me at ECGAPTS Leader.
And I'm top ECGA heel. And then our YouTube account, YouTube /ECGAcofounders. Had a lot of new subscriptions, past 500 views this week. Really appreciate that, guys. Stuff's going to get exciting. Stay tuned for new details. We're going to be adding some stuff here in the coming months.
Golf season,
Yeah, golf
couple
season.
days away.
I'm looking forward to
First
it.
event.
It's good. Good weather down here. 82 and sunny
Perfect.
in March.
Perfect.
That's insane.
I love it.
But anyway, guys, hope you all have a fantastic week. Again, comment on the videos. Any suggestions? Love to hear it. Talk to us on Twitter. Just wrestling stuff. Wrestling fans in general. Any ideas? Hey, we'll talk about them on the show. Absolutely. All right, guys, y'all have a fantastic week. And as always, take care.
Shave your hair.